Begin today's masterclass just by acknowledging that we are located on the traditional lands of Metechwawan, Matagami, and Flying Post First Nations, which is home to many Ojibwe, Cree, Oji-Cree, Algonquin, and Métis people. We are also acknowledged that we are situated in Treaty 9 territory, also known as the James Bay Treaty, which is steeped in the rich Indigenous history of many Indigenous, Métis, and Inuit people. So thank you for attending this morning for our masterclass, Easy to Use Hydroponic Systems, presented by Collège Boréal. The Agribusiness Knowledge Camp is a program led by Timmins Economic Development in collaboration with BioEnterprise Canada and Link North. And it's designed to increase your knowledge and build capacity within your business to grow your operations. So our BioEnterprise rep couldn't make it today, so I'm just going to speak briefly about their food and agri-tech engine, which is also known just as the engine for short. So the engine's a national network of the collaboration, commercialization, and thought leadership that empowers innovation and creates growth opportunities for business startups or scale-ups. Through this engine, BioEnterprise harnesses the skills, experiences, and networks of leaders across the ag innovation ecosystem from coast to coast and builds this into their Agri-Tech Alliance. Through the same network, they share resources, knowledge, and connectivity among the engine's members and partners. BioEnterprise welcomes any agriculture businesses or even organizations to join this engine and join their online community. I'll share the chat with in the chat box earlier later to get a link to their sign up for their engine. Just briefly, I just want to touch on the organizations that I represent. So first, Timmins Economic Development. We focus on advancing community and economic development across Timmins and its region. Developing the agriculture sector is an important area for us. We support businesses by helping them with accessing funding and other resources to develop their agri-businesses. As well, we work with regional communities and partners like BioEnterprise Canada to create a thriving and sustainable agriculture business sector. Lake North is our innovation center, which is also co-located with the Timmins Economic Development. They provide business advisory services as well as boost funding up to $10,000 to support businesses with launching, scaling, and growing their business operations. So whether you're an entrepreneur looking to start a business or an established agri-business looking to grow further, these organizations can support you in a number of ways. And shortly, I'll drop the chat information and to connect with the organization shortly. Joining us today are Josée, Kaelyn, and Sylviane with Collège Boréal, who will discuss simple and effective and efficient hydroponic systems for small scale growers, educators, and food security initiatives. So please and welcome them.
Thank you very much, Ross, for inviting us. I'd like to first introduce our team.
Hello, my name is Kaelyn. I'm a student here at Collège Boréal. I'm about to finish the Technique Agriculture program. I've been working in hydroponics for about 5 years, and I've gotten the opportunity to work in our greenhouse, helping to set up the hydroponic systems. So I'm excited to share our knowledge with everyone here.
Hi, my name is Josée Coté. I am the agriculture technician here at Collège Boréal. It's been a couple of years in and out. I've had a couple of kids all the time. I'm also an ancient student of Collège Boréal in the agriculture department as well.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sylviane Beaulieu. I'm project manager here at Collège Boréal in food security for Northern Ontario. And I also am a professor in the ag department here at the college. So welcome to our presentation. First off, I'd like to mention to everyone that we've tried something new for this presentation. We've gone AI. So I hope you enjoy this first of and enjoy.
So then, you know, we can't see anything yet. We need to share screens or something.
Yeah.
Thought I'd better say something because I thought you were watching something. I went, shoot.
So you're unable to share the screen?
No, I am.
Okay.
I do apologize. I am a teacher, and so I should know how to do this.
We can start to see it now.
There you go. It looks good.
It looks good.
Excellent. Thank you.
We can't hear it though.
Sylviane, when you share your screen, there should be, you may need to get out, and then when you share your screen, there's a little box that you can accept, like to share sound.
Okay.
I'm excited to see this for the first time, so don't worry about the glitches. I'm glad to, I'm curious to see how this all works out, so.
Okay. Oh, entry of the cell. Sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Like
I
this,
see it.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see it. All right. I think. All right. Third time's the charm. Here we go.
Without a speck of soil. Welcome to the world of hydroponics, where plants thrive in nutrient-rich water. This modern gardening technique is revolutionizing how we think about plant growth. Hydroponics offers a sustainable solution for urban gardening. With limited space and resources, this method allows for efficient plant growth. Let's dive into the benefits and explore why it's gaining popularity. Hydroponics is the art of growing plants using water and nutrients, bypassing soil entirely. Roots are immersed in a nutrient solution, absorbing essential elements directly. It's like a custom smoothie for your plants. In this system, plants receive precise nutrients, ensuring optimal growth. The absence of soil means fewer pests and diseases, making it a cleaner, more efficient method of cultivation. Hydroponics isn't a new concept. Ancient civilizations like the Aztecs utilized floating gardens. The legendary hanging gardens of Babylon might have been hydroponic marvels. The term hydroponics was coined in the 1930s by Dr. William Garrica. His work at the University of California laid the foundation for modern hydroponic systems. Hydroponics uses up to 90% less water than traditional methods. Plants grow faster and require less space, making it ideal for urban environments and regions with poor soil. This method allows for year-round cultivation, even in harsh climates. Imagine fresh produce in the middle of winter right from your indoor garden. Oxygenated water keeps roots healthy and efficient. Without the need to search for nutrients, plants focus on growth, resulting in robust and vibrant produce. A student successfully grew lettuce indoors during winter, surprising her neighbors with fresh greens. Hydroponics can be both rewarding and fun. Hydroponics is a sustainable and efficient gardening method. It offers solutions for year-round indoor cultivation, making it a promising future for plant growth. By embracing hydroponics, you'll contribute to a greener planet. This innovative approach is transforming how we grow and consume food. Start your own hydroponic garden today. Experiment with different plants and systems to find what works best for you. Join the hydroponic revolution and transform your gardening experience. Together, we can create a sustainable future for generations to come. Let's take a quick trip to the Center of Applied Research and Biodiversity here at College Boréal in Sudbury, where over 80 students are training in agriculture in a 2-year program. Hydroponics allows plants to grow faster and healthier by delivering nutrients directly to their roots. This technique conserves water and space, making it ideal for urban farming. Let's explore how hydroponics can transform your growing methods. Let me introduce you to the ZipGrow Tower, our vertical hydroponic superstar. It's tall, slim, and space-saving, which makes it perfect for greenhouses, classrooms, or even small homes. Instead of growing plants flat in a bed, we grow them up, literally. It's like giving your lettuce and herbs a penthouse apartment, complete with room service from the top. How it works. Inside each tower, there's a matrix where plant roots grow. Water is pumped to the top, trickles down through the foam, and delivers nutrients and oxygen along the way. Anything the roots don't absorb gets collected at the bottom and recycled. It's efficient, low waste, and gives your plants a constant supply of everything they need. Plus, it looks super cool. Maintenance and tips. Make sure your pump and timer are set up properly so the plants don't dry out. Check the towers for clogs or dry patches once in a while. And if you're growing indoors, don't forget lighting. Plants need their daily sunshine, even in vertical gardens. With a few towers and some good LED lights, you can grow fresh greens all year round. With ZipGrow, you can grow vertically, making it ideal for urban environments. The system requires a pump and timer, ensuring plants receive consistent hydration. It's a smart solution for those looking to optimize limited growing areas. Now, let's talk about auto pots. These are magic for folks who want low-maintenance gardening. Seriously, if you're the kind of person who forgets to water your houseplants, no judgment. This system was made for you. Auto pots use no electricity, no pumps, no timers, just a smart little valve that waters your plants when they need it. It's like giving them their own personal butler. How it works. Each plant sits in a pot on a shallow tray connected to a tank. When the tray gets dry, the aqua valve releases just enough water and nutrient solution from the reservoir. The plant drinks from the bottom, no overhead watering. This keeps roots happy and encourages strong, deep growth. It's totally passive and super beginner friendly. Auto pots shine when growing fruiting crops like tomatoes, peppers, or cucumbers. Just make sure the water tank is placed higher than the trays, so gravity does the work. I recommend using a good growing medium like coco coir with perlite to keep things light and airy. And once it's set up, you can go away for a weekend and your plants won't even notice you left. All right, let's talk about deep water culture, or DWC as we call it. This is one of the simplest hydroponic systems out there, and it's actually one of my favorites for beginners. Imagine your plant sitting in a little basket with its roots dangling into a big tub of bubbly, nutrient-rich water. It's like a personal spa for plants. Roots are soaking, sipping nutrients, and breathing oxygen all at once. So how does it all work? Well, you've got your reservoir, that's your water tank, and inside it, you add a balanced nutrient solution. Your plant sits in a net pot with something like clay pebbles to hold it up. Then an air stone and pump keep the water oxygenated. Those little bubbles? They're essential. They make sure the roots can breathe even while underwater, and that's what makes DWC so powerful for growth. DWC is awesome because the plants grow like crazy, especially leafy greens like lettuce or basil. But you do have to keep an eye on things. If your air pump stops or your water gets too warm, roots can get mushy fast. Trust me, root rot is not a fun surprise. So, I always recommend checking your pump daily, keeping the water cool, and changing the nutrient mix every week or so. Keep it clean and bubbly, and your plants will love you for it. Each hydroponic system has its own personality and strengths. ZipGrow is efficient and space-saving, perfect for leafy greens in vertical setups, but it does require a bit of attention with timers and pumps. AutoPot is low maintenance and practical, using gravity and a smart valve to deliver water only when needed, making it ideal for fruiting crops and growers who value simplicity. Deep water culture, DWC, offers rapid plant growth and is great for classrooms or DIY setups, but it depends on continuous airflow and clean water to prevent issues like root rot. Choosing the right system really comes down to your space, your crops, and how hands-on you want to be. It's all about finding the best fit for your growing goals. And hey, if you want to see all three of these systems in action, you're more than welcome to come visit us at Collège Boréal. We'd be happy to give you a tour, answer questions, and show you how our students and community partners are using hydroponics every day. Meet growers who have thrived using these hydroponic systems. From urban farmers to restaurant owners, they've experienced increased yields and sustainability. Their stories highlight the practical benefits and challenges of hydroponics. Let's review the key features of ZipGrow, Autopots, and DWC. Each system offers unique benefits, from space-saving designs to low-maintenance solutions. Reflect on how these systems can revolutionize your approach to farming. By embracing hydroponics, you'll achieve efficient and sustainable farming. These systems provide innovative solutions for modern growers, ensuring a bountiful harvest with minimal resources. Join the community of innovative growers who are transforming agriculture. By adopting hydroponics, you'll contribute to a more sustainable future. Let's embark on this exciting adventure together. Let's take a quick trip to the Center of Applied Research and Bio. Before diving into hydroponics, ask yourself, what crops do I want to grow? Do I have access to electricity? These questions guide you to the right system, ensuring success from the start. Consider your maintenance preference, automation or manual. Also, decide if your setup will be indoors or outdoors. Each choice shapes your hydroponic journey. ZipGrow, Autopots, and DWC each offer unique features. ZipGrow is perfect for vertical spaces, while Autopots suit hands-off growers. DWC provides rapid growth with constant airflow. Match systems to crop types. Leafy greens thrive in ZipGrow, fruiting crops in Autopots, and fast-growing lettuce in DWC. Consider cost and skill level for each system. ZipGrow is ideal for growing leafy greens in compact areas. It's great for educational settings and small-scale projects requiring minimal space and offering easy maintenance. Autopots are best suited for fruiting crops like tomatoes. Perfect for those seeking low-maintenance systems, they're suitable for community gardens and larger setups. DWC provides rapid growth for crops like lettuce. It requires constant airflow for optimal results, making it ideal for home growers with access to electricity. Teachers can use ZipGrow for interactive class activities, engaging students in hands-on learning. It's a fun way to introduce hydroponics in an educational setting. Home growers can utilize DWC for efficient lettuce production, maximizing yield in limited space. It's a practical choice for those with a small indoor setup. Community gardens can benefit from Autopots for diverse crops, offering a low-maintenance solution that supports a variety of plants and encourages community involvement. Review the key factors in choosing a hydroponic system: crop type, maintenance preference, and available resources. Each system offers unique benefits tailored to specific needs. By aligning systems with personal needs, you ensure a successful hydroponic journey. Remember, the right choice leads to thriving crops and a rewarding experience. Begin by evaluating your specific needs and resources. Experiment with different systems to find your perfect match, ensuring a tailored approach to hydroponics. Join online communities to share experiences and gain insights. By connecting with others, you enhance your knowledge and support your hydroponic journey. Did you know that plants have their own version of breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium are the essential meals that fuel their growth and vitality. Visualize how these nutrients work together to boost plant health. An animated diagram shows nitrogen aiding leaf growth, phosphorus strengthening roots, and potassium enhancing overall plant vigor. So, you've set up your hydroponic system. The lights are on, the water's flowing, and the plants are just sitting there. You're probably thinking, wait a minute, don't they need food? Yep, and that food comes in the form of 3 little letters, NPK. Let's break down what that means, and why it matters even more in hydroponics than in soil. N is for nitrogen, leaf power in a bottle. In hydroponics, nitrogen is usually supplied as nitrate because it dissolves easily in water and plants slurp it right up. Nitrogen's job? Build chlorophyll, aka the green stuff in leaves. It fuels leafy growth, which is great for crops like lettuce, basil, or spinach. But be careful! Since there's no soil to absorb the extra, too much nitrogen in hydroponics can throw off your whole nutrient balance. It can also lead to overly lush plants that are weak or disease-prone. Pro tip, use testers or an EC meter to keep nitrogen in check. If your EC electrical conductivity goes sky high, your plants might be getting too much N. P is for phosphorus, the silent root hero. Phosphorus in hydroponics helps with root development, energy transfer, flower and fruit formation. It's like your plant's internal battery. Without enough phosphorus, things slow down, roots get weak, flowers don't show up, and fruit production suffers. The challenge? Phosphorus doesn't move around easily in water at low pH, so you need to keep your pH between 5.8 and 6.2 for best uptake. Use a balanced nutrient mix made for hydroponics. Watch out for purplish stems or leaves. That's often a phosphorus deficiency signal. K is for potassium, the stress manager. Potassium is the multitasker of plant nutrients. It helps with water uptake and movement, stomata regulation, those tiny pores that breathe, disease resistance, fruit and flower quality. In hydroponics, potassium is usually added as potassium nitrate or potassium sulfate. If your plants are droopy, wilting even with water flowing, or producing soft fruits, yep, it could be a potassium issue. A balanced K level helps your plants handle heat, humidity changes, and even pests better. The NPK ratio, not just numbers on a bottle. Hydroponic nutrients often show ratios like 315, 510, 8, or October 5th, 14. These aren't magic numbers, they're the percentages of NPK by weight. The right ratio depends on what stage your plants are in. Seedlings, leafy greens. Go for high N, lower P and K. Example 312. Flowering and fruiting. Drop the N a bit, raise P and K. Example May 10th, 10 or April 8th, 12. And remember, plants take up nutrients directly from the water in hydroponics. There is no soil to save you if you mess up the mix. That's why you always need a pH meter, an EC TDS meter, and ideally hydroponic nutrients, not just soil fertilizer dissolved in water. How to feed in hydroponics. Most hydro growers use a 2-part or 3-part nutrient system. Part A has nitrogen and calcium. Part B has phosphorus, potassium, and magnesium. Sometimes a micro mix adds iron, zinc, boron, etc. Don't mix them together in the same bottle. They can precipitate and clog your system. Always mix in water one at a time. And change your reservoir regularly. Stale water equals sign, stale nutrients. Plants want that fresh buffet. Dialing in your NPK equals sign, happy plants. Let's recap. N equals sign, lush leaves and growth. P equals sign, roots, flowers, and fruit energy. K equals sign, strength, stress defense, and fruit quality. In hydroponics, managing NPK is like precision cooking. No guessing, just measured inputs for perfect output. Feed them right and your plants will thrive without ever touching soil. Narrator chuckles. So go ahead, mix that magic soup, adjust your pH, and give those plants the hydro love they deserve. Calcium is the backbone of strong plant cells, while magnesium is crucial for photosynthesis. Epsom salts provide both magnesium and sulfur, essential for plant health. Avoid mixing calcium and magnesium in the same tank. This prevents nutrient lockout, ensuring your plants get the nutrients they need without interference. Maintaining a pH level between 5.5 and 6.5 is crucial for nutrient availability. Use pH meters or test strips to ensure accuracy and keep your plants thriving. EC, or electrical conductivity, measures the concentration of your nutrient solution. Think of it as the strength of your plant's meal, ensuring they get the right amount of nutrients. Check water levels and monitor pH and EC daily to ensure consistent growth. Implement a weekly cleaning routine to prevent system contamination and keep your plants healthy. Replace nutrient solutions bi-weekly to ensure fresh and effective feeding. By maintaining this routine, you'll cultivate a thriving hydroponic system that yields bountiful results. Hydroponics is transforming agriculture, but it's not without hurdles. From nutrient imbalances to environmental factors, understanding these challenges is crucial for a thriving system. Let's dive into the hidden obstacles you might face. Yellow leaves can be a sign of trouble, often indicating a nitrogen deficiency or incorrect pH levels. Start by adjusting the pH to optimal levels, then consider supplementing with nitrogen if necessary. Remember, a balanced nutrient solution is key. Regularly monitor your plants and adjust as needed to prevent yellowing and ensure healthy growth. Root rot is a common issue characterized by brown, smelly roots. It's often caused by insufficient oxygen in the water. Keep water temperatures below 22 degrees Celsius and use air stones to boost oxygen levels. Healthy roots are vital for plant growth. Regularly check your system's oxygenation and temperature to prevent root rot and promote robust plant health. Algae can silently disrupt your hydroponic system by competing for nutrients. They thrive in light, so cover tanks and tubing to block light and prevent algae growth. Regular maintenance and monitoring are essential. Keep your system clean and shaded to maintain balance and prevent algae from taking over. In hot climates, evaporation can quickly deplete water levels, affecting nutrient concentration. Regularly refill your system to maintain optimal levels and prevent drying out. Consistent monitoring and refilling are key. Ensure your plants have a steady supply of nutrients and water to thrive, even in challenging conditions. Proper airflow is crucial for plant health, preventing root diseases, and promoting growth. Ensure your system has adequate ventilation and oxygenation. Regularly check your system's airflow. A well-ventilated environment supports healthy plants and prevents common issues like root rot. Light leaks can lead to algae growth and disrupt plant cycles. Use opaque materials to cover any potential light entry points and maintain a stable environment. A well-sealed system is essential. Regularly inspect for light leaks and address them promptly to ensure your plants remain healthy and productive. By addressing these common issues, you can ensure a thriving hydroponic system. Proactive maintenance is key to long-term success and a bountiful harvest. Remember, a well-maintained system is a successful one. Regular checks and adjustments will keep your plants healthy and your yields high. By taking these steps, you'll create a flourishing hydroponic garden. Your dedication and attention to detail will lead to a rewarding and sustainable growing experience. Recap. We've covered the challenges of hydroponics, from nutrient imbalances to environmental factors. Addressing these issues ensures a healthy and productive system. Even in clean, soilless systems, pest problems can happen. But the good news? In hydroponics, you're already working in a controlled environment, so you've got the upper hand. Let's explore 3 key areas. How to identify common pests in hydro systems, how to control outbreaks, and most importantly, how to prevent them in the first place. Identification, know your enemy. In hydroponics, the most common pests are sap feeders and leaf miners, insects that love soft, fast-growing foliage. Here are the usual suspects. 1. Aphids. Tiny, soft-bodied insects, usually green, black, or white. They cluster on the undersides of leaves and stems, sucking sap and secreting honeydew, a sticky waste that can lead to sooty mold. Tip: you might notice curling leaves, stunted growth, or ants attracted to your plants. 2. Whiteflies. These are not flies, they're tiny, white moth-like insects. They flutter around when plants are disturbed and lay eggs on the underside of leaves. Look for yellowing, drooping leaves and small white dots, eggs or nymphs. 3. Fungus gnats. They resemble fruit flies but are drawn to moist environments and decaying organic matter, even bits of algae or root debris in hydro systems. Damage: the larvae feed on roots, causing wilting and poor nutrient uptake. 4. Spider mites. Nearly invisible without magnification, they leave behind fine webbing and tiny speckled damage on leaves. Watch for leaves turning bronze or speckled, especially in hot, dry conditions. Control acting quickly and correctly. In hydroponics, your control methods must be precise. You can't just drench the soil with pesticides. Let's go through your options. A. Biological control. Introduce beneficial organisms that prey on pests. Ladybugs eat aphids. Encarsia formosa parasitizes whitefly larvae. Hypoaspis miles targets fungus gnat larvae. Phytocylus persimilis is great for spider mites. These natural enemies are highly effective in enclosed environments like greenhouses and vertical racks. Note: always match the predator to the pest. It's not one size fits all. B. Botanical or biocontrol sprays. Use products like neem oil disrupts insect growth and feeding. Insecticidal soap breaks down soft-bodied insects. Beauveria bassiana, a fungal bioinsecticide that infects pests. These are safer for hydro systems, but still, test on a few plants first and always rinse off residue to avoid blocking stomata. C. Mechanical and environmental controls. Use yellow sticky traps to monitor and reduce flying insects like whiteflies and fungus gnats. Prune off infested leaves early. Adjust humidity and temperature. Spider mites, for example, hate high humidity. Keep airflow strong and constant. Pests love stagnant air and warm, humid corners. Prevention your best defense. The smartest growers avoid pests before they appear. In hydroponics, cleanliness is critical. 1. Sanitation. Clean tools, trays, pumps, and tanks regularly. Disinfect surfaces between crop cycles. Remove dead plant matter, no excuses. Algae buildup? It's not just ugly, it attracts fungus gnats. Use opaquely covered reservoirs and keep light away from standing water. 2. Monitoring. Check plants daily, especially the undersides of leaves. Use sticky cards to monitor insect levels. Install an IPM, Integrated Pest Management log. Record what you see and what action you took. 3. Quarantine new plants. Never introduce outside plants directly into your system. Keep new cuttings or seedlings in a separate area for 7-10 days and inspect them for pests. One sneaky aphid-infested basil plant can wipe out your whole raft system. 4. Plant diversity and crop timing. Monoculture equals sign pest paradise. Mix crops if possible and avoid overlapping planting schedules that give pests continuous food and shelter. Also, don't overfeed your plants with nitrogen. Overfed plants have softer, more attractive tissue for pests. It's like putting out a buffet. Final thoughts. Think like an ecosystem manager. Hydroponic growing might seem sterile, but pests are opportunists. When conditions are warm, humid, and packed with nutrient-rich plants, guess what? You've just created a luxury resort for aphids and friends. But with daily scouting, strong IPM tools, and clean, climate-controlled environments, you can stay ahead of outbreaks and avoid crop loss altogether. Narrator pauses slightly. So remember, identify early, control wisely, and prevent like a pro. You're not just feeding plants, you're managing an entire living system. And you're doing great. Call to action, start implementing these strategies today. Regular maintenance and monitoring will keep your hydroponic system in top shape. Welcome to a world where innovation meets sustainability. Our greenhouse at Collège Boréal is not just a place for plants, it's a hub for curious minds and passionate growers. Step inside and explore our green oasis. Whether you're a teacher, student, or plant enthusiast, our doors are open. Discover the secrets of our hydroponic towers and learn how we turn waste into wealth through composting. Join us and be inspired. Hydroponics is revolutionizing agriculture by using less water and space. Imagine growing more with less. It's not just a dream, it's our reality. Dive into the world of hydroponics and see its transformative power. This method supports sustainable food production, making it possible to grow fresh produce in urban and rural settings alike. Discover how hydroponics can be a game changer for food security. In Northern Ontario, we're not just growing plants, we're cultivating food security. Our hydroponic systems are designed to address food scarcity issues, ensuring everyone has access to fresh, nutritious food. Join us in creating a resilient food system. Together, we can tackle food insecurity and build a future where everyone has enough to eat. Collaboration is at the heart of our mission. By partnering with local communities, we create impactful projects that benefit everyone. Let's work together to make a difference. Connect with us to explore partnership opportunities. Whether you're a business, school, or individual, there's a place for you in our community. Together, we can achieve great things. Volunteering with us offers hands-on experience in sustainable agriculture. Your involvement can spark new projects and ideas, helping us grow and innovate. Join our team and contribute to a greener future. Together, we can make a lasting impact on our environment and community. Our programs offer unique learning experiences in hydroponics. Teachers and students can benefit from our resources and expertise, gaining valuable knowledge in sustainable agriculture. Explore how hydroponics can be integrated into educational curriculums. By learning with us, you'll gain skills that are essential for the future of agriculture. Thank you for being part of our hydroponic journey. Your support helps us grow and innovate, making a real difference in our community. We look forward to seeing what you cultivate next. Together, we can continue to push the boundaries of what's possible in sustainable agriculture. Connect with us to learn more about hydroponics. Whether you want to collaborate, volunteer, or simply visit, you'll see the impact firsthand. Together, let's grow a sustainable future. By joining the hydroponic movement, you'll be part of a community dedicated to making a positive change. Recap. We've explored the power of hydroponics, its role in food security, and the importance of community partnerships. Remember, by engaging with us, you're contributing to a greener, more sustainable world. Takeaway. By embracing hydroponics, you'll help create a resilient food system and a healthier planet. Your actions today can shape a better tomorrow. Call to action. Join us in this journey. Volunteer, collaborate, or simply learn more about hydroponics. Together, we can make a difference. Thank you for watching. We hope to see you soon at Collège Boréal, where innovation and sustainability come to life. Let's grow a brighter future together.
Oh, thank you, Sylviane, Josée, and Kaelyn, I guess as well as AI for a very informative masterclass. So I know there's a lot of information in this presentation, so just note that in coming weeks, we'll be uploading this presentation to the TDC YouTube channel, and we'll notify registrants via email for when that's ready. So I guess now we will move to our Q&A. So please unmute yourself if you have any questions, or you can type them in the chat and I can ask them.
Good morning. Sorry,
Morning.
Sorry, I cannot speak loudly, but I have a question. And my question is, Sylviane, have you guys tried to grow strawberries or tomatoes or cucumbers in your hydroponic system? And what would the result?
In which of the systems?
In
Any of them?
Yeah.
I'll let my
Yeah, so currently we have tomatoes in our auto pots system, as well as squash and zucchini, cucamelons, and cucumbers. So yes, to answer your question, yes, you're able to grow those definitely in the auto pots. And in regards of the deep
water culture.
culture,
Yeah.
We have not experimented with that yet in the deep water culture.
But
yeah,
we are growing right now lettuces,
Bok choy, leafy greens.
as well as we have started and germinated tomatoes and vegetable plants in the hydroponic system, the deep water culture system. Sure. We have done that as well, and I'm sure you're more than capable to do that as well in the zip grow, because they're very similar. So if you wanted to get a start off, I think a hydroponic system would also be beneficial as well when it comes to like getting your season started. If you wanted to move that towards a garden or just test it out and see how it goes in the hydroponic systems. Yeah, but autopots definitely, because you're able to trellis and manage that a little bit better.
Yeah, we're also dealing with a space issue. So in our systems, in the deep water culture system, we only have, about maybe 1.5 feet of headspace. So something like a tomato plant wouldn't grow well in those systems. So it's really thinking, what do you want to grow? And then making an educated decision on which system would work better for you.
And also, I did want to mention, you mentioned strawberries. We have been growing strawberries here at the greenhouse complex in a hydroponic system that we actually created for a project that we're part of. So thank you for your question.
That's great. My another question is, if that's okay. Okay. So my other question is, how do you pollinate all those flowers?
Some of them are self-pollinated, but what you can do is you take a paintbrush or something like that, and you go and you dab and you make the plants. You're like the bee for the greenhouse.
Yeah.
And then also, like when you're growing leafy greens, we don't have to pollinate because we're harvesting before the plant goes to flower anyway. So depending on, again, like which system you're choosing and what plants you're deciding on growing, it wouldn't be an issue depending.
And also going back to when we were doing strawberries, we did have bees in our greenhouses, which we were using for pollination and also for bee vectoring.
Okay, good. Because at home we won't be having bees to pollinate the flowers, right? So we might have to self-pollinate them. And if we don't pollinate them, they won't turn into fruits. So we cannot harvest them, right?
Absolutely.
And my third
I
question.
even,
Yeah, sure.
I, I was just going to say, I even encourage pollination by yourself when you're actually gardening outside to help
With production, with the bees and everything.
Yeah. The issue
You're-
is I'm in Timmins and I'm planning to grow my stuff in my apartment. It's not even like I don't even have a backyard. So I have to plan to do that in my apartment. And I've got kids, so it's not safe to, have bees and stuff at your house.
Absolutely.
So I have to self-pollinate that.
What I would recommend, like we had mentioned, there are varieties that are a bit more pollinators. So what I would do is maybe, like Kaelyn said, do a little research and see what varieties would be more accommodating to what your needs are. Like you said, you're indoors, so bees. And if you don't have that time because you're busy with kids and work and stuff like that, just to consider the variety that you choose when growing in your systems.
Is it okay if I keep on asking questions? Is that okay? Or
I'd
I'd like to ask you a
Um,
question as well.
I'll give someone else a chance and then I'll ask the
Okay,
question.
I just asked, there's another question, I think, and then we'll come back to you.
Yeah.
So the other question in the chat is, let's see here, our ventilation system. It's just more of a comment. So on our ventilation systems also facilitate pollination through the movement of wind over the plants.
Absolutely. 100%.
All right, so are there any additional questions?
There is a question above that, if you can see it.
Yeah,
The grocery list.
Okay, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, list of equipment for a small DWC system.
We're talking nutrient.
So you mean like if you were to build like DUC, DWC, sorry, I have a hard time with pronunciation.
Yeah, so they have to get a small system, yes.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a way you could do it. The pipes, I forget, PVC pipes I know people have done those in the past, and then they just drill holes, and then you just would need to buy your content, which you use. What do you use for starting off your?
So when we're talking, starting out, there are different ways to DIY a system. So something like a deep water culture system would be to have like a basin and then something to float on top. So in our systems, we use beaver rafts. So it's like a styrofoam raft and it has little holes and you can insert your medium. So when we're talking medium, we're talking rock wool. We use Oasis here at the college. It's 75% biodegradable. So, shop around, figure out what works best for you. So essentially, you're going to seed into your medium, and then you're going to add that medium into your raft. And then that raft is sitting in a tub of water, and you're going to add your nutrient into that water. So there are nutrient companies here in Canada, such as Gecko Grow, and then there's Optimum as well. So it's all pre-measured for you. So depending on like the size of your system, it's literally just measure, dump, and watch it grow. So yeah, there are definitely ways to DIY it at home. I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, you answered the first question and the follow-up question, the same one. So,
Great.
are there any additional questions?
Okay. Am I good? There's a get through it and the tube. Yeah, you might have to tilt the tube a little bit slant to one angle so that all the water gets in the tub and then reroute it through a pump. So that will help you get your water routed to have your circulation.
Sorry, what was the question?
Yeah. Okay. So my question was,
Yeah.
like, since you've been growing this stuff for like 5 years, have you guys ever tried to, sell the produce to some businesses, or what are you doing with
Yeah, so I worked on different farms. I've worked in a zip grow system, and I've also worked in an NFT. So it looks like a drain, what's it called? A trough. And then I'm also working here at Collège Boréal right now in a deep water culture system. So I've kind of touched a little bit at all the systems. Here at the college, we're growing produce and selling it on campus. And I've also sold stuff at the farmers market for other farms. And of course, we eat some ourselves.
Yeah. So, what's the price difference from your produce and the one we get from the market, the local grocery market?
Well, in my experience, produce grown in a hydroponic system, and I'm talking leafy greens because that's what I'm familiar with, is the product is a lot less bitter. It's crisp, it's fresh, juicy, and it lasts a lot longer in the fridge. So we've actually had bags of lettuce in the fridge for a month and it was still edible. So it lasts a lot longer. We know that it's grown here, it's local, it's crisp, it's fresh. And so usually I don't like kale, but the kale grown in our system is great. It's not woody at all. It's like you can eat the stem and everything. It's sweet.
And on that note, you can harvest it at the stage that you would like. So if you want a small leafy kale, then you have that nice fruity, juicy baby kale, and then you can go and get a nice big leafy kale out of that as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so, what is the price difference? So, like, if you go to like Food Basics or No Frills or in Walmart to buy a bag of lettuce or kale or Swiss chard, right? So, what's the price difference? Have you done that research pricing? The product that you are growing, what that cost you compared to the one that we get in the market for the same weight quantity?
Right. So usually we're talking like $1 an ounce of let's say lettuce. So we are, because we're growing it fresh and locally, it will cost a little bit more. But you know that the quality is there and you are speaking to the grower also. I think that's important to know where your food is coming from. And so yeah, there is a bit of a price difference, but you're paying for quality and
especially if you're comparing yourself to the big box stores, you don't have the purchasing power, you don't have the production power. Of course, you can't. The big box stores are not your competition, and I do want to push that. It's not comparing prices with the Costco's and the Walmarts, because you're not getting the same product.
Definitely. But like you said, you are selling these on your campus and to other people, right? So
We
at
are
what
selling,
price
so
point?
the students that we have in our commercial class for agriculture end up having a sale on Wednesdays at the campus. It lasts 2 hours. It's a quick flash sale. And usually during summer months, the college, again, with their students that are either volunteers or in class, will go to the Sudbury market on Thursdays, which is usually either at Science North or close to Science North, to sell some of the products and to sell the other plants that we have here at the greenhouse. So we have spider plants, we have snake plants, um, we have pineapples. uh, so
Okay. So if I want to commercialize this, maybe using a DWC system or NFT system or any other system, what factors should I look into to make my business more profitable? As well, like just as a small time businessman or something.
What?
So like, first thing would be to calculate like your plant spaces. So we're starting off small in our greenhouse right now with about 500 plant spaces, and we're talking maybe $3 a plant space. So it's taking into consideration like the how much space you have to grow and how much you are going to grow. Um,
And what you're gonna grow?
yeah, what you're going to grow is also a big thing.
one of the things is you got to think about a quick turnaround. We were just talking about pineapples earlier on, and we do grow them here at the greenhouse, but they do take 2 to 3 years to supply one pineapple. So the pineapple that we grow here compared to the pineapple that you'll find at the store between $5 and $9, $10, we can't even offer the pineapple for that amount. So you want to have something that you're going to have a quick turnover to be able to make more money and to keep the system going.
I think there's one more question too, Ross. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah.
Felicity wants to know if the water gets rooted through a standing tub of water.
For the deep water culture
It depends on the system.
Yeah, I think that's the system they're asking about. Yes.
is the
Yeah.
one through the.
Yeah, so deep water culture, we have like you have your basin, and usually we have like a bubbler. We showed that in the video. So the bubbler aerates the water so that the roots have oxygen. And there's also different ways of adding oxygen into your system, such as H2O2 or hydrogen peroxide, which increases the oxygen in your water. We also have pumps for other systems. So the pump is constantly cycling the water. So in our system, we have like the deep water culture, we have three tiers. So the pump pumps the water upwards and it cycles through and it comes back down. So the water is constantly cycling. So the roots are constantly getting access to new nutrients and oxygen. So it's not just sitting in itself. And if you do have a system where the plants are just sitting, you would add like a bubbler or something so that the water doesn't become stagnant. And yeah, I hope that answered that question.
I think we have a question from Janet. You can go ahead, please.
Yes, good morning. I have arrow garden, about 6 of them, and I usually grow just flowers. I do some vegetables, but I grow them now, and then I repot them, and then wait until June when I can use them outside. And I want to know, when I do them, I put the seeds into this, I don't know, it's brown little of, well, it's not earth, but it's supposed to be. And then I put it into the plastic container, put into the water of the arrow grow. And what I want to know, once when they start growing, all the roots grow around this plastic container. Do I need to Can I just plant them with the plastic containers still around them, or should I cut it off?
Mm.
Do you understand what that is?
Yes. So you do get a little bit of what do you call
Root
that?
attachment.
Like root bound. Like your
The
roots are
roots,
root
yeah,
bound
they get,
into the
some of them are very root bound.
right.
That's why,
So that will cause problems for your plant because they do like to kind of like spread around and go looking for, you know, nutrients and whatnot in the soil. So I would say to remove it from the
try and cut
you
the whole
agree?
thing off. Okay.
Well, yeah. Well, did you cut it or would you try to
Trim.
Well, if I just,
But yeah,
No.
because you could cut some of the roots. If some of the roots do get affected, it wouldn't necessarily kill your plant. But
Yeah.
when I pull it out, then I lose a lot of roots. If I try just pulling it from the plastic container.
One of the things I'm wondering is maybe if upsizing your cups with cups that have bigger spaces to allow your roots to be able to be pulled out when you're transplanting.
Well, I have never seen a different type of plastic container.
It's a
They're all,
designated
I
size.
order them from,
From the manufacturer or from Amazon?
now I have to, now I get them from Amazon. I don't see them anywhere else.
Okay, because
So
there
I'll
are
just- Okay.
different pots with different size holes.
Okay.
So I would say to take a look at that
Okay.
and maybe consider trimming some of the roots before actually taking it out of the pot.
Like
Okay, I'm afraid of cutting roots, so I'll try it.
Don't be afraid to cut roots.
No? Okay.
No.
Well, thank you very much. That's what I needed to know.
Thank you, Janet.
Last question is, and I promise that's the last question. Sorry. So if I want to sell my produce, do I need to have any sort of certification or license or insurance or anything, or am I allowed to sell it?
Okay, so if you're selling it at a farmer's market, you will need insurance. The vendor's license. So each market is different. I recommend contacting your local farmer's market. I believe you are in Timmins.
Yes.
So I would be contacting them to get what their requirements are.
Okay.
So it's 11 o'clock, so I think we'll end the session. So thank you for everyone for participating in today's masterclass. As mentioned in the chat, please join us tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. as we welcome Patrick from AgriVoltex Canada, who will discuss opportunities to leverage solar energy for your agribusiness. We also encourage you to follow the Timmins Economic Development on our social media to stay up to date on upcoming program. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.